Chapter 27. Part 1. I pull in front of an enormous pair of gates, and a huge letter, S, is located in the middle of the gates. I assume the S stands for suave. My eyes move to a camera installed on the gates. Holy shit. He lives here. I duck my head and look out of the windshield, and I can't make out the house just yet. It must be further down. Chris, is that you? I nearly jump out of my seat when a voice comes from nowhere. I glance around and see on my left side there's an intercom. Can you press the red button on the intercom for me? Chris asks me. I nod and press the red button. Chris stretches his long body out to my side to speak directly to the intercom. Yes, David, it's me, now open the gates. All right, sir, the voice says, and the gates start opening. Sir. You live here? I ask out loud, but I wish I didn't say it. Yes, and not only do I live here, but I also own this house, he replies. Did I mention when my grandfather died, he left me with this house, along with 2 others, in France and England? He shrugs, and that smile plays at the corner of his mouth is back. Now are we going to be parked here, or are we going inside? Once the gates are fully open, I roll my eyes and start to drive through the gravel road. I continue when I pull up to an enclosed courtyard, with luscious green landscaping, and in the center of the yard is a huge latticework water fountain, flowing out jets of clean fresh water. You could almost go out and drink it if you wanted to. I feel my eyes are going to pop out as I take sight of the enormous house. No, scratch that, it's a mansion. I gape and my mouth drops open. Hearing Chris chuckle, I quickly close my mouth and roll my eyes at myself for making it look obvious that I'm stupefied with his house. He sighs. Sushiana, please stop rolling your eyes at me, he tells me, but it's more of an order. I was actually rolling my eyes at myself. You already know what it does to me. I remember he gets upset every time I roll my eyes, plus it makes him want to fuck me, so I nod in agreement to stop rolling my eyes. Good girl. Good girl. Like I'm a child. I'm not a child. I shake my head and just drop it because I don't feel like getting into a fight with him today. My eyes shift all around my surroundings and notice shrubbery along the front of the house, giving off a nice aesthetic appeal to it. The fiberglass double doors make for elegant decor. I look up and notice a half-dozen bay windows and luscious red drapes in every single window. On the further right side of the mansion is a wide garage. The garage looks as big as my own house. This is unbelievable. He couldn't possibly live here. Can he? This must be a dream I'm in. I try to force my eyes more to see if I might be in a dream, but no, it's definitely real. Where would you like your car parked? I ask. My voice laced with anxiety. Instead of answering me, he moves his hand to the visor of the driver's side and flips it down. A black remote control for the garage is clipped to the visor. He presses the button and the huge garage door starts opening slowly. He points in front of us. You can park my car in there. I pull inside the garage and take it all in. There are more than a dozen cars parked inside here. There's one my eyes come across first, a gray Aston Martin 1-7. Oh my. Those cars are worth over $1 million, not to mention they are also very fast and can go from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. It has 750 horsepower in a V12 engine. Then I glance at the other car parked next to it and see a blue Koenigsegg Agera RS. These cars are very rare, and there only about 20 are made in the world. It can reach a speed of 260 miles per hour, and go from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. The Agera has over 900 horsepower, and its carbon fiber body makes it lightweight, aerodynamic, and very beautiful to look at as well. Then I make out a red Bugatti Veyron Super Sport. Now this car is the fastest car in the world. It can go from 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds, and goes 300 miles per hour. He sure likes fast and sporty cars, doesn't he? Apart from that, all these cars are millions of dollars or more. Wow. Nice cars, I mutter, dryly. He glances at me and has a widening grin. Thanks. Are they all yours? Yes, pretty much. Except for that one, he points to a black Audi R8 Spider. That one is my sister's. Does your sister live here? I ask. But I want to slap myself for being so nosy. No, just me, but she does come and visit. She's in Paris now, for her career. He rolls his eyes. She just loves to leave her shit here. I laugh lightly. What? It's true, she always just loves to leave her shit here, he confirms. I shake my head and park the car by the R8. I cut off the engine when Chris asks me, "You want to come inside?" I nod slowly. Okay, let's go, he says as he climbs out of the car and shuts the door with a slam. I fumble with the door handle and release it to get out of the car. Standing and holding on to the top of the car door, I look at the space around me. I deliberate about going inside with him and maybe I should just run out of here, but the daring and dangerous side of me is curious about what lies beyond. Exhaling, I grab my purse, shut the car door behind me, and follow Chris. He pins a code to the keypad, then begins to open the door and stands back to let me enter. I enter a huge entrance hall. I gaze around the modish foyer with the deep shade of black. There's thick beech hardwood flooring all along the home, along with stylish white walls and decors. The large glass windows let the sunlight through. And the eye-catching grand chandelier lights up the L-shaped staircase leading down to the home's center space. It feels warm and cozy. To the right of me, there's a black leather sectional sofa that faces the fireplace. The fire is lit and flaming mildly. On the left further side of me, I can tell it's the kitchen with beautiful European-style flat-panel cabinets and white marble countertops. This looks so elegant, added by those classy wall decors and furniture. To the far wall is all glass and leads outside the backyard. I notice a huge swimming pool outside. It must be a heated pool and winterized for it to be out in this freezing weather. I spot hundreds of rose bushes going along the courtyard, but they're asleep now. I would like to see them bloom in the spring. I bet the yard would look beautiful. Near the glass wall, in the corner, is a black grand piano. Before my brain can connect, my legs automatically carry me across toward the piano. I place my hand on top of it and lightly brush my fingers over the lid. I feel Chris's eyes following me, so I look up at him, and I see he is staring at me intently as I knew he would be, his expression unreadable. Do you play? I ask him. He grins at me. No, I don't play Sushiana. My grandfather always played and taught my father to play as well. He wanted to teach me, but at the time I was too lazy to learn. I could teach you, I whisper. Why in the hell did I say that? I never taught anyone to play before. Once in a while, I would help my mother out with students, but never really taught them how to play the piano. What was I thinking, saying that out loud? You play. Used to, I shrug. He walks to me and sits on the piano stool. Then play me something. What? Oh hell no. I haven't played in years and I'm afraid I might be terrible at it. Still standing, I shake my head slowly. Oh, come on. If you want to teach me how to play the piano, then I need to see you play a piece. Never mind, I don't have to teach you. I don't know what I was saying. After a beat, he shrugs. No, let's hear it. He stands off the stool, puts his arm around my wrist, and gently guides me to the stool. Come sit with me. I sit down on the stool beside him. What would you like me to play? Anything your heart desires. Anything my heart desires. My heart desires you, Chris. What am I saying? I'm not using my head, I'm using my heart, and we all know where my heart has gotten me into a whole lot of mess. I know I'm falling for him big time, but I shouldn't because he'll only hurt me again, and who knows what secrets he's keeping from me. I stroke my fingers over the keys, remembering my mother and when she'd first taught me to play. I recall when I got older and didn't need her help anymore, I would lose myself for hours, and nothing else mattered, but the music I was playing. Are you going to play something for me? He asks me, more like pestering me. This man doesn't have any patience. I want to roll my eyes at him but resist. Alright, I'll play.